is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us tonight. The Department of Health Services has confirmed a second case of coronavirus in Wisconsin.
Well, this case was confirmed up in Pierce County. That's along the state line between Eau Claire, just southeast of the Twin Cities. Our Amanda Quintana is here, and she has an update. Amanda?
Health officials say the person was exposed while traveling within the U.S. and is currently isolated at home. They're now working to determine who may have been in contact with the patient. What they're not releasing tonight is where this person traveled. Tomorrow, DHS will be holding a press conference to give out additional information. Meanwhile, the Osceola School District in Polk County says they're canceling class tomorrow to clean. The district says it just learned someone with coronavirus attended an event at the high school this weekend. It's important to note the district does not specify if this is the same case from today in Pierce County. This all comes on the same day that the state announced it would be ramping up testing for coronavirus. Officials say 2 private labs are now qualified to conduct these tests. That's in addition to the 2 state labs in Madison and Milwaukee. Experts do expect more cases in Wisconsin in the coming weeks based on what they're seeing nationally.
Overall, I would say our goal is to be more aggressive in finding cases and being able to respond when and if they are present in Wisconsin so we can prevent the onward spread.
Those 2 new labs, Quest and LabCorp, will start testing whenever it's deemed appropriate. The state now says it will leave it up to clinicians to determine if a patient should be tested. For those tests, the priority will be people with a fever, those who are going to be hospitalized, and people who have a more significant risk, including the elderly and those with chronic medical conditions.
Tonight, President Trump said he will meet with congressional Republicans tomorrow to work on an emergency plan to deal with the economic fallout from the outbreak. He says a payroll tax cut, as well as relief for small businesses and the cruise industry, are all possibilities. He says the administration is seeking, quote, very substantial relief. The financial markets closed sharply down today, driven by coronavirus fears and a crash in oil prices. Within the first minute of trading, the Dow plummeted more than 1,800 points, and the S&P dropped more than 7%. That triggered a 15-minute pause in trading. Financial experts expect the volatility will continue, but Americans should keep their focus on their long-term investment goals. The oil price war inspired by the coronavirus could push gas prices below $2 a gallon in the coming weeks. Gas Buddy says prices could be driven below the $2 a gallon mark if COVID-19 fears continue and the global oil supply does not shrink.
In California, passengers are slowly being taken off of the Grand Princess cruise ship, stuck off the coast for days. Now with 21 confirmed cases of coronavirus on board, it's now docked in Oakland. Over the next few days, some 2,400 passengers will be transferred to military bases where they'll be quarantined. International passengers will take charter flights to their home countries. As for the more than 1,100 crew members, at least 19 are infected. All will be quarantined on the ship. And new tonight, a do not disembark order has been placed on passengers aboard a cruise ship set to return to Florida Wednesday. Florida's governor says 2 crew members on the Caribbean Princess have been isolated now. Princess Cruises says they were transferred from another ship with 1 positive test. Neither crew member showing any symptoms. Tests will be sent to the ship as it gets closer to port. Italy has been put under a dramatic total lockdown as the coronavirus spreads there. The Prime Minister announced today he is extending the restrictions that were previously only in place in the northern part of the country. He says the move was taken in order to protect the population. So far, more than 460 people have died of the virus in Italy, with more than 9,000 confirmed cases.
The executive director of Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, Rick Cotton, has tested positive for the coronavirus. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo made that announcement today.
He is going to be on quarantine. He'll be working at home. He's the executive director of the Port Authority, so he's been at the airports, obviously, when many people were coming back with the virus.
New York now has 142 confirmed coronavirus cases.
Well, 4 U.S. lawmakers are now self-quarantining in response to the news that an attendee at last month's CPAC conference tested positive for coronavirus. Georgia Representative Doug Collins and Florida Representative Matt Gaetz made their announcements today. Senator Ted Cruz of Texas and Representative Paul Gosar of Arizona announced their plans yesterday. Ireland also taking dramatic steps to control the spread. Today, the nation announced it is canceling all St. Patrick's Day parades, including the massive massive festivities in Dublin. The festival in Ireland takes place annually from March 13th through the 17th. The country so far has 21 confirmed cases, including the first case last week for community transmission. Israel also considering more drastic measures. It is considering a 14-day quarantine for all travelers, both Israeli citizens and foreign nationals entering the country. The number of confirmed cases in the country has risen to 39 as of Sunday night. Israel has already imposed travel restrictions on a number of countries such as China, Japan, Italy, but Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says adding to the list is not enough.
The International Ginseng Festival in Wausau is being postponed until 2022 due to the coronavirus. Operations director at a ginseng farm there says the virus is another hit to farmers who are already trying to sustain business amid trade tariffs. The Ginseng Festival draws between 8,000 and 10,000 people to Wausau and brings about $3 million to the local economy. To weather now, a rainy and foggy evening around southern Wisconsin. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with our first warn forecast.
Charlotte, it was nice to see the Capitol in that shot there because about an hour ago you couldn't see it at all. The fog was so thick here in Madison. But as we take a look at Doppler track right now, the rain is starting to end from west to east across southern Wisconsin, or at least diminish down to some drizzle and perhaps even a few flurries, especially north and west of the Dells where temperatures are a little colder. Fog situation is improving from Madison westward. East of Madison, still a quarter-mile visibility in Juneau. There's a narrow band right along the cold front where visibility's dropped around a mile. Notice Sheboygan at a half-mile visibility. But as the temperatures drop, the air starts to get mixed up, and then the fog tends to dissipate. 40 right now in Madison. That's down 4 degrees in the last hour. Temperatures in the 30s to the north and west. By tomorrow morning, skies will be clearing. Temperatures will be down to around freezing, but look for a sunny and nice day tomorrow with a high of 48. We'll see some more rain and snow chances tomorrow night. I'll have more details on weather in a few minutes.
Okay, Gary, thank you. A combination of the melting snow and now rain is increasing the chances for flooding. The National Weather Service says there is an above normal risk of flooding in all of South Wisconsin in the coming weeks in southern Wisconsin. They say because of so much snow this winter, especially to our north, all that needs to drain south, which means this is only the beginning. Sauk Prairie police are searching for an additional person of interest and vehicle following this weekend's attempted homicide, looking to the community now for their help.
Madeline O'Neill explains how neighbors are assisting the investigation and what updates we are hearing from police tonight. Maddie?
Well, we now know authorities are looking for 23-year-old Gunnar Tempest. They're also searching for 18-year-old Logan Owen, a former Reedsburg student, according to police. They say getting information like this has largely come from witnesses and neighbors, and they hope the community can help as the investigation continues.
I walk my dog. I never lock my doors.
That changed when Sauk City resident Colleen Ryan heard gunshots down the street late Sunday morning.
I thought somebody was banging on the house.
Sauk Prairie police say they found a victim shot multiple times outside a home on Monroe Street.
Small little town, very quiet neighborhood. You know, people know each other around here.
Police Chief Jerry Strun says those involved, the two persons of interest and the victim, aren't from Sauk City, but do have ties to the area.
We believe that these individuals knew each other, and they knew that they could find the subject who was ultimately shot at that location.
In his more than 30 years with the department, Strun says this is the first attempted homicide he remembers.
Well, obviously, anytime you have an incident like this where somebody uses a firearm against another individual, there's cause for concern. Our investigation at this point is indicating that this was a targeted incident.
That investigation is being moved along with the help of neighbors and their security cameras.
Citizen involvement is always key to solving these types of crimes.
Police are asking everyone to keep a lookout for a 2003 silver Buick Century, believed to be the getaway car, and now a 1999 red Chevy Suburban as well. Strun says those cars could be anywhere.
Right now, our priority is to try to locate the individuals that are responsible for this crime and to make sure that we get them off of the street and remove the concern that this has caused in the neighborhood as quickly as we possibly can.
I'll be locking my doors from now on and being a little bit more precautious.
Police aren't releasing any information about the victim or their condition tonight, but say the resident of the home where the persons of interest knew to find the victim is cooperating with police. Anyone with information can contact them directly or call Sauk County Crime Stoppers.
A second trial for the man accused of killing his stepfather will continue tomorrow in Iowa County. Austin Valdez is accused of shooting Robin Reeson in March of 2018. Today, the jurors, as well as the judge and bailiff, got on a bus and drove to the home in the village of Ridgeway, where Reeson was found dead. The purpose was for jurors to be able to visualize the witness testimony and evidence they are hearing in the trial, which is expected to last for the rest of the week. Disgraced movie producer and convicted rapist Harvey Weinstein fell and injured himself yesterday at New York's Rikers Island jail. His spokesperson says Weinstein was dizzy before he fell and thinks he has a concussion. And although the 67-year-old previously used a walker, he doesn't have one in jail. A jury convicted Weinstein last month of rape and criminal sex act. Sentencing is scheduled for Wednesday. He could face more than 2 decades in prison.
The United States has begun withdrawing troops from Afghanistan. According to a U.S. official, it is part of the initial drawdown to 8,600 troops that is required by the U.S. Taliban peace agreement. There are currently over 12,000 troops there. If the Taliban meets the conditions of the peace agreement, the remaining U.S. troops are supposed to depart the country within 14 months. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders opening a Madison headquarters for his campaign. That's according to a Facebook post today. The presidential candidates say the office will open this Saturday, March 14th. According to the Facebook post, it'll be located on North Hamilton Street. The grand opening ceremony is scheduled to start at 10 a.m.
New Jersey Senator and former presidential candidate Cory Booker endorsed Joe Biden for president today. He is the latest high-profile supporter to back the former vice president. Biden has snagged over 40 endorsements from members of Congress and governors. Booker ended his campaign for president in January. Pete Buttigieg has a new gig on late-night TV. The former Democratic presidential candidate announced today that he will guest host Jimmy Kimmel Live on Thursday night. Since dropping out of the presidential race, Buttigieg says he is, quote, going to have some fun before pursuing his next job.
Oscar-nominated Swedish actor Max von Sydow has died. According to representatives from his management company, von Sydow passed away yesterday. He was known for his roles in films including The Exorcist and The Seventh Seal. More recently, he had roles in Game of Thrones and Star Wars The Force Awakens. Max von Sydow was 90 years old. And still ahead tonight, a handful of UW system schools phasing out coal heating this year.
And the Air National Guard is getting some nighttime training in this week. We'll have that story when we come back.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformis after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
Okay then, why do professional builders and remodelers choose Nuns? Appears to be reason number 307, which must be that folks really appreciate the expert help of a Nuns designer. Oh. And at the big box store, expert help might not be available. So why should you choose Nuns? Yeah, isn't it obvious? Nuns, kitchen, bath, and flooring.
Not just better, it's the best Outback ever. The new 2020 Subaru Outbacks are at Don Miller. You'll get the Outback Advantage with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and EyeSight driver assist technology. Now with the Subaru A Lot to Love event, lease the Outback Premium, $249 per month, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, no security deposit, $1949 due at signing, or choose 0.9% financing. The Outback at Don Miller Subaru, west on Odana or east side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller. You know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, stay-at-home parents, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue-ers, and flambéers, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Pick and Save, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
The new iPhone 11 runs on Straight Talk without a contract and a plan that's up to half the cost of big carriers. With the new ultra-wide camera, your shareable moments are ultra-shareable. Because you're on a network that's more than just big talk. The new iPhone 11. Now get the unlimited plan for just $45 a month on America's best 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformis after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
Hi everyone. After a soggy start to the work week, Hattie's going to be looking ahead to our next chance of rain. And the warmer weather means you might see more potholes popping up. We'll tell you how the city is preparing starting at 4:30 Tuesday morning.
5 UW system campuses are phasing out coal as a heat source this year. Back in June, the UW system, or in June, this UW system will end its statewide contract to provide coal for campuses. Stout, Oshkosh, Platteville, Stevens Point, Superior campuses have all upgraded their remaining coal-fired boilers to remain running on natural gas with fuel oil backup. The Wisconsin National Guard's 115th Fighter Wing starting evening training flights. You may have heard it tonight. Residents near Truax Field hearing the F-16s taking off for landing. That was scheduled to end at about 9 o'clock. That'll go through Thursday. Pilots are following paths designed to minimize noise to residents.
Work is expected to start this week at the I-3990 and the Beltline interchange in Madison. The DOT says crews will reconfigure the Beltline interchange as part of the interstate's expansion project improvement. During the construction project, the interstate will remain open to 2 lanes each way during daytime hours and weekends. Nightly single-lane closures will happen during the weekdays. And with the warming temperatures and the rain, the Dane County Sheriff's Office says the ice conditions on area lakes are quickly deteriorating, and there are many areas of open water. Marine and trail deputies recommend people just stay off the ice, but if you do go out, they recommend having appropriate flotation and life-saving devices.
Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti monitoring the forecast, and we'll see temperatures above freezing for the days ahead, right?
Not only during the day, but also at night, too. So I think
melting continues.
That ice is going to become unsafe pretty quickly, especially with the rain that we have tonight. The rain is starting to wind down as we take a look at Doppler track. Most of it now shifting east of Madison. To the west, there might be a little snow mixed in with the rain, but temperatures are still in the mid to upper 30s, so nothing that would stick to the ground by the time all the precipitation moves to our east. It is helping, as a cold front comes through, it is helping to mix up the air. The thicker fog is now shifted to southeastern Wisconsin. Juneau had 0 visibility for a couple of hours. They've improved to 7 miles just within the last half hour or so. So the fog is definitely starting to thin out from Madison westward, but it's coming at a price. We're also seeing slightly colder weather. But the clearing will also lead to a nice day tomorrow. We'll see mostly sunny skies and a pleasant day on Wednesday with high temperatures in the upper 40s. We'll see a mix of rain and snow tomorrow night. I don't think anything will really stick to the ground. And then mild weather is expected for Wednesday and Thursday with high temperatures in the 50s. Right now, you can see where the cold front is. Milwaukee's still at 49, Madison's at 40, La Crosse at 35, and then you get into the western portions of Minnesota and eastern Dakota's temperatures are in the teens there, but the bulk of the colder air will shift more to the east toward Lake Superior and not come down in our direction. Compared to 24 hours ago, it's a big drop in temperatures over Iowa. That's because yesterday they were in the 70s. Tonight they're now in the 40s and upper 30s. As we take a look at weather track, the rain will start shifting to the east as this weather system moves on out. The next one doesn't have nearly as much moisture associated with it. That's the rain and snow that'll be moving in here tomorrow. But it'll be following along a west-southwesterly jet stream, so that'll keep our temperatures mild, keep the cold air locked up to the north. Here's the cold front coming on through, wind shifting to the north and northwest behind the front. As we zoom into the Midwest, you can see, though, skies are also starting to clear across much of Minnesota. So by morning, that clearing will work its way in, and that'll lead to a sunny day tomorrow. As we check out future track, the rain and snow heads off to the east tonight. By tomorrow morning, we're back into sunshine. Then clouds start to move in tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. We'll see rain and snow move through pretty quickly. It starts to wind down early on Wednesday morning, and then we're back to at least a little sunshine Wednesday afternoon. And then the next weather system comes in on Thursday with a chance for some scattered showers. Temperatures on Thursday should be up into the lower to middle 50s. Next 10 days, high temperatures above normal every single day. A little cooler. We've dropped the temperatures a bit in the Saturday, Sunday time frame for next weekend, but still above normal temperatures. temperatures. 8 to 14-day temperature outlooks now start shifting the warmer air to the eastern portion of the country. The west becomes colder, and in between that would set up an active storm track with above normal precipitation. Much of that will be in the form of rain, maybe even some thunderstorms as we head toward the middle and latter parts of next week. So our forecast for tomorrow calls for skies to become mostly sunny, and it'll be pleasant, high temperature topping out at 48 degrees. As we check out the 7 to 10-day forecast, again, rain, snow chance tomorrow night. Then we'll see some rain showers Thursday afternoon. After that, maybe a chance of showers Saturday afternoon. Better chances of rain will come next week, but you can see almost all of that will be in the form of rain. With high temperatures in the 40s and middle 50s, they'll be above normal. Like I say, that entire 10-day period, we've seen above normal temperatures since the first day of March. So that'll be like 2 weeks into the month of March, every day above normal temperatures.
And what's left will be gone. You got to worry about those flooding concerns, though, as he mentioned.
Right.
We talked about
if any of that rain becomes heavy at any point, you know, the ground's saturated right now from the melting snow, so that could lead to flooding down the road.
All right. Thank you, Gary.
You're welcome.
The Bucs try to avoid 3 losses in a row for the first time this season. We'll have the highlights. Taking on the Denver Nuggets next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
For over 40 years, Kitchen Idea Center has partnered with discerning contractors, designers, and architects, bringing their clients' vision to life, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Idea Center, designing for you and your life.
You have 33 years of memories in this house, the most valuable things you will ever own. And that is why we exist.
Auto Show concept cars are great, especially when affordability is part of the concept. Announcing Auto Show savings time at your local Ford dealer. Now get great deals on Explorer, Escape, Fusion, F-150, and more. Every Ford is proudly built with tomorrow's technology today, all with huge savings. Now that's a great concept.
It's the final days of Auto Show savings time. Hurry to get Explorer with FlexBuy and 0 for 66 financing plus $3,000 cash when you finance through Ford Credit.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
Okay. In my Johnsonville commercial, they open on a game show set in the 70s. Today we got Johnsonville smoked sausage made with 100% premium pork. Some brands mix meats and add fillers, but not Johnsonville. Contestant number 1 bids the closest, so he wins a boat. And he says, I don't want that boat. I want the sausage. What if I told you that boat is filled with Johnsonville smoked sausage? And that's a smoked sausage commercial made the Johnsonville way.
Searching for a new kitchen? Look no further than Kitchen Ideas Center, a trusted kitchen design center for over 40 years, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Ideas Center, designing for you and your life.
Tough road stretch for the Bucs. Tonight is the last game of the 3-game trip away from Fiserv, and well, still no Giannis. He's out with a knee injury, but he'll be back on Thursday when the Bucs host the Celtics. Not the usual starting 5 tonight. Wesley Matthews was the only one there. Sterling Brown here, though, driving slamming it down over Michael Porter Jr. Brown with 16 points in the game. Bucks were down for pretty much the majority of the game, thanks to Paul Millsap. Pump fake here, drive, and the slam. Nuggets up 16 points there. Millsap with 20 points. The Bucks keep fighting, though. Kyle Korver off the bench. Clutch 3 to cut the lead down to 9, but Korver with 23 points, including 5 threes. But the Bucks fall to 53-12 on the season, losing 109-95 tonight. Well, check this out. This is a picture here outside of one of the dorms on the UW campus on January 28th. Students posting the words, "Fire Greg Gard." Now, the Badgers had just lost to Iowa the night before, and they were 5-5 in the Big Ten at that point. And it was about 48 hours before Kobe King announced that he was transferring. Now we fast forward to today. Wisconsin has a 9-1 record, 8 straight wins. So as of today, the window now reads, "We're sorry, Gard." #COTY, which stands for Coach of the Year. The students of Ogg Hall aren't the only ones giving Coach Gard props. Today, he was named Big Ten Coach of the Year. That honor is voted on by the media and also his peers and other coaches. So that means other coaches, rather. Dimitri Trice and Nate Reavers also earning third-team honors. But this squad is the only team to not have any first- or second-team players, so truly a team effort. And Coach Gard recognizing how they've really just been trying to find a way to win this season.
I think the chemistry and the camaraderie and the unification of the team has grown immensely, and they've always been a close group, but I think it's taken on a whole new level now, and they've played so unselfish. I mean, they've just concerned themselves with playing for what's on the front of the jersey. They don't care who gets the credit. They don't care who scores the points, as long as Wisconsin is successful. And we've talked a lot about, just find a way, and this group has continued to find a way and continue to improve.
This Wisconsin team is on an 8-game win streak, like we said. That's the school's longest since winning the final 12 of the 1940-41 season. By the way, that year, the Badgers went on to win the national championship. But first, they've got to get through the conference tournament. That starts this Friday. Well, spring football starts tomorrow. The Badgers won't actually start formal practices, though, until after spring break. So why make that change this year?
We kind of need this week and next week to transition to try to make the most of the spring practice opportunities we get. So just a little bit of a change up that way, but still looking forward to getting those 15 practices.
Meanwhile, State Girls basketball starting on Thursday at the Rush Center in Ashwaubenon. Here are our teams that will be playing. Platteville trying to stay undefeated on Thursday. Lake Mills also playing that day. They are both in Division III. Then on Friday, we've got a lot of games. Top seed Blackhawk starting its quest to defend its state title in Division V. And then later that day in Division II, Oregon making its first state appearance since 1980. They are the number 2 seed. And after that game, Beaver Dam will try to make WIAA history by winning 4 state titles in a row. This is their 6th appearance at state. And last but not least, Middleton, they were last year's runner-up, but the Cardinals, they are making their 3rd state appearance in the last 4 years. We'll be right back.
Meet Jim. For Jim, comfort is king, which is why when it comes to his dentures, only new Polygrip Cushion and Comfort will do. The first and only formula with adaptive grip cushioning technology. Choose new Polygrip Cushion and Comfort.
Food you love doesn't love you back. Stay smooth and fight heartburn fast with Tums smoothies.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Right now, during Toyota's Ready, Set, Go sales event, you can get $1,000 TFS APR cash when you finance a new 2020 Toyota RAV4.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
I want a client who comes in to feel comfortable and to know that their case is in good hands so they can relax and get on with their life as best as they can and let me do the fighting for them. That's how I want them to feel.
Gingras, Thompson, and Walks.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganzer. Have you heard the news? Ganzer Company is your home for J.D. Power's top-ranked window and patio door manufacturer, Infinity from Marvin. You'll get 80 years of our experience to make an informed decision in 80 minutes.
Schedule your free in-home consultation and get your home ready for the Wisconsin winter.
Ganzer has the answer. Remember, 80 years and 80 minutes from a local family business of 4 generations.
We're here at Hotel
Chunk Gaming Madison, where we're highlighting some unique playing styles.
Yeah, Jerry. Take Marge and Carol here. They're sure having fun. And notice what appears to be a lucky troll dial on this machine.
Oh, and look, that's the famous bingo card tap. That one always brings good luck.
And check out the form on this pull. That's gotta be a lucky bracelet.
Looks like you got your own lucky bracelet.
What bracelet?
Chunk Gaming Madison.
Did you know 50% of your body weight rests in the middle while you sleep? That's why Sealy's exclusive Posturepedic technology reinforces the center where you need it most. But don't take my word for it. Come to Denver Mattress and see for yourself. Plus, get a free $200 Furniture Row gift certificate with the purchase of select Sealy hybrid mattress sets, and rest easy knowing every mattress comes with our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Sealy at Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Wisconsin voters deserve the truth. I'm News 3 Now's Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by the Wisconsin Lottery, reminding you to please play responsibly.
And Gary rejoins us. Final check of the forecast.
Rain starting to wind down now, especially west of Madison. There could be a few flakes of snow mixed in before it comes to an end. Fog is also starting to thin out too, so that's some good news there. Otherwise, temperatures are dropping. 40 in Madison, but 30s to the north and west. By morning, will be down to around freezing. Highs tomorrow, upper 40s with sunny skies, and then temperatures stay mild with some shower chances Thursday, Saturday, and then the middle of next week, maybe some rain and snow tomorrow night.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and then we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
The latest results of an international study of high school performance on math tests show U.S. students lagging 8 other countries in reading and, get this, 30 other countries in math. Think about the jobs being created in a 21st century global economy, and think about the importance of math proficiency for those jobs. And going just a bit deeper, think about the importance of math proficiency for problem solving and critical thinking skills. And we're not just lagging, we're falling further behind. That does not bode well for this nation's future. There are no doubt many reasons for this, but the fact that so many other countries are doing so much better with the different strategies for teaching math suggests a lack of civic will to demand and then support change. The same holds true for reading. Set aside ideological and institutional and entrenched turf battles. Our kids have to do better.